जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि। यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारि। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव। नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। नित्य गौर हरि बोल। श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। श्री निताय गौरंग भगवान की जय। एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की जय। ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की जय। एकादशी महामहोत्सव कार्तिक मास की जय। निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Namah Pankajanaಭಾಯ Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namah Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Gau Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyakya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sadi Gauravaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hukum Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripahatamaham Vande Shri Guru Katharinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Pavitro Pavitro Va Sarvavasthangato Piva Yatsmaret Pundarikaksha Sahabhyabhyantaram Suje Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hare Krishna. I'll just be back in a couple of minutes. Just give me a couple of minutes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sorry for the gap. I just had to take a little medicine. Forgot. Hare Krishna. Santosh Aitya Prabhu, Dandot Pranam, all the best.
Prabhuji.
You have background of Ekadashi poster. Yes, Prabhu, reminding us to the today's Ekadashi. How is your leg, Prabhuji? You're feeling well now?
Feeling well, recovering well.
Hare Krishna. We are all missing you in the center many times.
Yes, me too missing it.
Yes, yes. Take care, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Jyotsna Mataji, Dandot Pranam, Dasraj Prabhu, and Nasa Mataji, Dandot Pranam, Padma Mataji from Bangalore, Dandot Pranam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Rao Prabhu, Dandot Pranam, Vanilla Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Brahmari Radhe Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Sirisha Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Lilananda Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandot Pranam, Loesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. We have international audience today.
Prabhuji, I am domestic one.
But you take care of international flights.
Hare
Amrutavali Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Krishna, Dandot Pranam. Sirisha Mataji, Manshu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji, Loesh Prabhu. Pavan Prabhu, Dandot Pranam. Murlidhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Haripriya Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Dandavat
Haripriya
Pranam.
Mataji is there. Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Haripriya Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Sanjay Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Raju Prabhu and Shiksha.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Hare Krishna. Thank you. Everyone is here for Bhagavad Katha. This is Ekadashi in the Kartika Mas. Very, very auspicious, special. Everything special happening. And this week we have many satsangs, right? Kartik Mas is filled with so many satsangs. Krishna is arranging everything. I don't think we are planning anything. Krishna is arranging everything. Ekadashi classes are happening. Tomorrow Yugal Kishore Prabhu is coming. We are doing Govardhan Puja together. We are doing Shaligram Tulasi Vivaha. And then we'll have the first anniversary function of Sri Radha Sham Sundar in Puja Mataji and Praveen Prabhu's house. And then we have a Sunday feast again, where we are going to discuss Gopashtami pastime. Right? Last week we discussed, what was it? Radha Kund pastime. So next week. So these are all, this is all happening to make us, completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness, to increase our memory, filled with memories of Krishna Leelas in our consciousness. That is how we become Krishna conscious, right? I mean, fill your intelligence and your memory with all Krishna related stories, Krishna related teachings, Krishna related devotees, instructions. So we are here in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, and the chapter name is Diti vows to kill King Indra. Hari Bol. So 4 wonderful devotees have already taken class on this. Three of them have taken class. I think Shri Giriraj Prabhu has taken, Subbarao Prabhu has taken. Who else has taken? Santosh Shastri Prabhu, you too?
No, bro.
There were 3 devotees who have taken class already on this. Forgot the 3rd devotee, please forgive me. So, but they left me a very good portion of the chapter. The last part of the chapter, which is actually dealing with devotional service. See, this is my fortune. Devotees give me, something that will purify me. So I'm very grateful to Subbarao Prabhu that he stopped the chapter at 64th verse. So from 65th verse, devotional service starts. Before that, it's all Artha Kama, Moksha, and whatever, everything else, Kama Artha. So it's like having children, Diti, Aditi, their children. Some children are demons, some children are Devatas, part of Devatas. Some of them are incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Many are killed. And Indra is always in anxiety, right? Indra is one person who represents our entire Gachibowli congregation. In fact, Gachibowli, what is it? Me, especially me. Sorry, I'm not telling the congregation. It represents me, who is always in anxiety that he'll lose his material wealth. He is always in anxiety that he'll lose his position. He'll always in anxiety that he always loses his, what is it? Name and fame, right? Always. Uh, entire Gachibowli is also in anxiety that, which new software update will come and we have to upgrade ourselves, otherwise we'll lose our job, isn't it? So it's like the same anxiety that Indra is carrying. His software is being updated, right? And there is a new somebody becoming famous. And now Diti here is praying that forget about the software, his entire data will be erased, meaning he'll be killed, right? And she's gone and asked her husband that I want a son who will kill Indra. And even though he is not happy, he has told her the process that this is the process that you can have a son who can kill Indra. But he was very intelligent, Kashyap Muni. He said, you have to do this process with full attention. If you don't do it with full attention, you might get children, you might get a son who may not kill Indra, but actually become friend of Indra. So she has to be very attentive, right? And another secret behind this is it's the worship of Vasudeva. So how is it possible that you do worship of Vasudeva to get the power to kill one of the servants of Vasudeva? So Diti was not that intelligent, that her husband was too intelligent, right? So her husband told her, okay, do this for 1 year. 1 year, every day. If you attend Mangalarti, 1 year every day. 1 year every day, if you do 16 rounds before you have your breakfast or before, and 1 year every day, you have your Srimad Bhagavatam class, Prabhuji's, we will also get unbelievable benefit, which is which is which is definitely going to take us back to God. But the problem is laziness. Kaliuga means laziness. No, or I don't trust the process. Then people come and question the process, right? Oh, Prabhuji, I'm chanting for such a long time. फिर भी ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Prabhuji, those all devotees are chanting for such a long time. Still, they are speaking bad words. They are finding faults in others. Like that, people complain, right? Because they're not chanting properly. As simple as that. Because they're not following the path with faith. The beauty of Diti here is even though our intention is wrong, but our determination is strong. Right? Our determination is very strong. That I want to get a son who is going to kill Indra. And for that, I'm going to do 1 year as my husband says, the whole Vrata. Now Indra finds out, oh my God, she's creating somebody who's going to kill me, and he's waiting for a fault so that he'll have a reason to go and justify why he did what he did. So what is the one fault she does? She has her prasadam and without washing her hands and mouth, she sleeps. Hare Krishna. Just imagine, that's an offense. Huh? Having prasadam and without washing hands and mouth, she is sleeping. And you can imagine what is happening with America, right? They never wash their hands for maybe 20 years now, right? What to speak of eating, even while going shit also, they don't wash their hands, That is the horrible culture. The Western culture is completely opposite to Vedic culture, huh? Completely opposite. In Vedic culture, you go to toilet, you're supposed to take bath because, you don't want to carry impurity with you. Because all the time you're worshipping, chanting the names of God, so you want to remain pure internally, externally also. And look at the Western culture, right? Where uh, where there is no definition of cleanliness. 4 regulative principles are there, 4 main rules of existence, right? No cleanliness, no sauchyam. Come on, let's repeat the 4 regulative principles of Western world. No sauchyam, no tapasya, no daya, no satyam. Haribol, right? So these are the 4 pillars of Western world. 4 pillars of fall down. 4 pillars uh, of complete, suicide of our human existence. 4 pillars, right? And these 4 pillars are being taught in our educational institutions, in so-called international schools. What are the 4 pillars? No daya, no sauchyam, no tapasya, no satyam. And we are sending our children also there, right? Fortunately, they are part of satsang, so at least they know that these 4 things are not right. And look at the greatness of Srila Prabhupada. He went to America with Srimad Bhagavatam and he broke those 4 pillars and established 4 new pillars. Daya, Sauchyam, Tapasya, Satyam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That is the greatness of Prabhupada. Right? He broke the pillars. And what to speak of breaking the pillars? He created great pillars also. The four pillars. And then he also created a whole sena of devotees. Like His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Rompad Swami Maharaj, or Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, right? And so many, Jayadvait Swami Maharaj, Chandramauli Swami Maharaj, Niranjan Swami Maharaj, Devamrit Swami Maharaj, so many Maharajas, right? Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Raghav Swami Maharaj. They are pillars holding the pillars, right? And then he brought those pillars back to India and said, now teach these ignorant people how to lead a human life. Hare Krishna. That is Prabhupada. And that's the magic of Bhagavatam. That Prabhupada took Bhagavatam and he told the principles of Bhagavatam. Here, Diti, she performed the vow, but she did one mistake. Is that she took a nap without washing her hands and mouth. And that was enough for Indra to find a reason to enter into her womb because he had Ashtasiddhis, right? Very, very powerful fellow. Became so smaller than smallest. And then he went inside and he killed, tried to kill the baby in the womb. And he landed up, making like, he took a knife and started cutting, like piercing it off, 7 pieces. and 7 into another 7 pieces. So total 49 pieces he made. And when all these pieces were being made, the child was shouting, "Hey, what are you doing? I am a devotee, just like you. We are Maruts. We have come here to assist you." And then Indra, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that. I thought you were being created to kill me, but you have come here to save me, to be with me. I don't think I have a threat now. So I'm very sorry, my dear brothers. All the 49 brothers now I have." So see the beauty of Vasudeva, chanting the names of Vasudeva and doing a Vasudeva Vrata is Prabhupada Mataji, that Ashwatthama got saved in Uttara's womb. Parikshit got saved in Uttara's womb when Ashwatthama tried to kill him, right? Because of Vasudeva. And here, because his mother, Diti, was chanting Vasudeva's name while the child was in the womb, and the child was listening to it, right? He also became immune to death by the hands of Indra. When Indra came to come and kill him, instead of dying with so many pieces being made, he became so many pieces into 49 living entities. Right? So see how Krishna is protecting. And Indra got purified hearing the supremacy of devotion, of these 49 great souls, Maruts, and even Diti. Looking at Diti, he was like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" So Diti, he came out of the womb, right? And then Diti was amazed that she saw 49 children. And then she also saw Indra, this fellow, what is he doing here? I did a whole breath to kill you. What are you doing here? And then Indra reveals, right? Now, from this verse onwards, Sukadeva Goswami explains what Indra is going to speak to Diti and how is he going to admit and how Diti is going to forgive him and how both of them are going to glorify devotional service. Wow. Nobody would expect after such a gory chapter of of killing and slicing and bloodshed, it ends with devotion service. That is the beauty of Amala Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, that everything ends with devotion. So text 65. There are not many purports, but we'll try to see what we can assimilate out of translation. Few of them have purports, so I'll try to read. So text Canto 6, chapter 18, text 65. Na mamara ditergarbha Srinivasanukampaya Bahuda Kulisa Shuno Drauni Astrena Yatha Bhavan. Sukadeva Goswami said, "My dear King Parikshit, you were burned by the Brahmastra of Ashwatthama. But when Lord Krishna entered the womb of your mother, you were saved. Similarly, although the one embryo was cut into 49 pieces by the thunderbolt of Indra, they were all saved by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Hare Krishna. See, this is what, right? I was just repeating in advance what was being told. Sukadeva was saying, see, the beauty of Vasudeva. He can save. Rakhe Krishna Mare Kore. What is the next? Mare Krishna Rakhe Kore. Right? Nobody can kill if Krishna wants to save. If Krishna wants to kill, Nitai Gaur Prema. Okay. Text 66 and 67. Sakrad Istvadi Purushan Purusho Yati Samyatam Samvatsharam Kinchit Unam Dityayad Dharir Archita Sajur Indrena Panchasad Devaste Maruto Abhavan Vyapohya Matra Doshante Harina Somapa Krita. If one worships the Supreme Personality of God, a translation purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. If one worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the original person, even once he receives the benefit of being promoted to the spiritual world and possessing the same bodily features as Vishnu, Diti worshipped Lord Vishnu for almost 1 year, adhering to a great vow. Because of such strength in spiritual life, the 49 Maruts were born. How then is it possible? How then is it wonderful that, so he's saying with surprise, how is it How then is it wonderful that the Maruts, although born from the womb of Diti, became equal to the demigods by the mercy of the Supreme Lord? Hari Bol. So even little devotional service, yeah? What is that verse? Neha Vikramanahusti Pratyavayano Vidyate Swalpam. Swalpam Atyasya Dharmasya Prayate Mahato Bhayat. So here, Diti has done 1 year of woe, and all her children became devatas. Hare Krishna. Huh? So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, so great is the worship of Lord Vishnu. Ditir Uthya Tadrishe Kumaran Anala Prabhan Indrena Sahitan Devi Paryatushyad Anindita. Because of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Diti was completely purified. When she got up from bed, she saw her 49 sons along with Indra. These 49 sons were all as brilliant as fire and were in friendship with Indra. And therefore, she was very pleased. So she was, see, the another thing, she saw Indra and she saw the 49 sons, but the anger she had on Indra also went away because of the worship. She was pleased to see Indra. Just imagine, you're trying to kill somebody. 1 year you did tapasya to kill that fellow, and then you created weapons, to kill him also. But you see him after 1 year and you don't feel like killing him. You're completely amazed and pleased to see him. Athendram aha tataham adityanam bhayavaham apatyam icchanti acharam vratam etat sudushkaram. Thereafter, Diti said to Indra, my dear son, I adhered to this difficult vow just to get a son to kill you. Kill you 12 Adityas, right? Not only Indra, his other brothers also. Ekaha sankalpita putra sapta bhavan katham yadi te viditam putra satyam kataya mamrasha. I prayed for only one son, But now I see that there are 49. How has this happened? My dear son Indra, if you know, please tell me the truth. Do not try to speak lies. She is telling, do not try to speak lies. Mrasha means lies. Huh? Why is she saying? Because Indra is capable of lying also. He has to save himself. Many times he has lied, right? He went in a guise of a Brahmin in front of Ritu Maharaj and told, I'm a Brahman, I'm a Brahman. Just to steal the horses. Right? So Diti knows the background of Indra. This fellow, he is very attached to his wealth and opulence. So people who are attached to all these things are bound to tell lies. That is the reason Satyam, no gambling. We don't want unnecessary wealth which is not coming through hard work, which is coming through easy money. And easy money will bring us a tendency of lying. That is why we say no gambling. Indra Uvacha Ambate Aham Vyavasthitam Upadharyagato Antikam Labdhantaro Achiddham Garbham Arthabuddhirna Dharmadrik. Indra replied, my dear mother, because I was grossly blinded by selfish interests, I lost sight of religion. When I understood that you were observing a great woe in spiritual life, I wanted to find some fault in you. When I found such a fault, I entered your womb and cut the embryo to pieces. Hey Krishna. The other beauty thing here, he is also speaking truth. Because he got darshan of Vaishnavas, it made him truthful also. And he is in front of Diti and is admitting, she can even curse him right now, that he tried to kill her children, right? I mean, it's not an ordinary thing. Somebody has come to kill your children. You think it's an easy thing to admit in front of that mother? He is still admitting. Because the moment Vasudeva comes into picture, the moment Krishna comes into our hearts, the moment Krishna comes into our life, our tendency to lie also decreases. In fact, it vanishes. After some time, you're okay to admit your faults in front of Guru, Gauranga, in front of your association. Okay, I'm sorry. Not falsely, just trying to pretend that you are truthful. actually you become truthful, you would see the transformation in your own lives. 10 years ago and now, how now you're not willing to tell a lie. Even though you're lying, there is a need, or sometimes for some short, small reason, for somebody's benefit, you tell a small lie also, you're thinking, "Arey, why did I lie?" Because this is the effect of pure association and change of heart. It's called heart transformation. Hmm? The purport. When Diti, Indra's aunt, explained to Indra without reservations what she wanted to do, Indra explained his intentions to her. Thus, both of them, instead of being enemies, freely spoke the truth. This is the clarification, the results. This is the qualification, the results from contact with Vishnu. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 5.18.12. Yes, yes, yasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarver gunais tatra samashate sura. If one develops a devotional attitude and becomes purified by worshipping the Supreme Lord, all the good qualities are certainly manifested in his body. Because of being touched by worship of Vishnu, both Diti and Indra were purified. Hare Krishna. Just by touch. Huh? Vasudeva. Mukunda Seva Anyavad. So, if the moment you do some Seva to Mukunda, everything is clear. Right? Everything. That is the greatness of purity, right? That's why we sing. When we want to become pure, what do we sing? Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yat smaret pundarikaksha saha pyaha pyantaram suchi Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. The moment we say Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, everything is purified. The whole arena, the ambience, the air, the consciousness, everything is purified. Right? That is the beauty. So, is there impurity in this world? Yes, there is impurity where there is no Vishnu. As simple as that. The moment you bring in Vishnu, there is no thing called impurity. Right? So, text 72. Krito me saptada garbha asan sapta kumaraka te api chaikai kasho vrakna saptada napi mam tire. First I cut the child in the womb into 7 pieces, which became 7 children. Then I cut each of the children to 7 pieces again. By the grace of the Supreme Lord, however, none of them died. So it's like amazed. He's cutting. And as soon as he cuts, it's creating one more, devata out of it. So he's amazed. Tatastat pramascharya vikshya vyavastitam maya mahapurusha pujaya siddhikapi anusankini. My dear mother, when I saw that all 49 sons were alive, I was certainly struck with wonder. I decided that this was a secondary result of your having regularly executed devotional service in worship of Lord Vishnu. So he's admitting, my God, this is only possible because of you. You did something miraculous to this child in the womb that I'm not able to kill him. And the more I try to cut him, he is expanding into many more. Right? Perfect. For one who engages in worshipping Lord Vishnu, nothing is very wonderful. This is a fact. In Bhagavad Gita 18.78, it is said, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sthir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvanitir Matir Mama Haribol. This is the concluding words of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada is quoting. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. Yogeshwara is the supreme personality of Godhead, the master of all mystic yoga, who can do anything and everything he likes. This is the omnipotence of the Supreme Lord. For one who pleases the Supreme Lord, no achievement is wonderful. Everything is possible for him. Everything is possible for him. So, for one who pleases the Supreme Lord, there's nothing that you cannot do. Nothing. Just think, Prabhuji Mataji, we used to be a small congregation. We still are small. I still see it as a small, close congregation, right? How did we do 1,600 Bhagavatam sets. Can you think of the number? Huh? Just imagine 1,600 Bhagavatam sets in the last 6 years, 6 to 7 years. How is it possible? Only because we are totally depending on the mercy of Srimad Bhagavatam itself, and we are depending on the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, it's not possible. You want to try? Somebody wants to try? Come on, take it. Somebody wants to try it a task that, I will do 1,600 sets in the next 6 years. Right? Without worshipping Krishna in your house, without having, faith in God, as a mechanical process, bring a graduate from ISB or some international marketing institute, Philip Kotler's book, let him by heart, and bring it there and let him sit and try to devise a strategy with which he's going to sell 1,600 Bhagavatam sets in the next 6 or 7 years. Well, let us give him 10 years. Huh? It's impossible, Prabhus. Whatever we as devotees are trying to do is happening only because Krishna is with us. God is with us. Right? Rath Yatras that we all do. In the Yatra, somebody was saying, oh, we want to have a seminar of how you all are doing so many Rath Yatras. We are not doing. He is doing. Jagannath is doing. He knows where to go, where to appear, where he wants to go around. Where he knows is where he wants to stroll, which all places, which all colonies he wants to go. He is deciding, right? And is appearing there. His Ratha is coming, and we are only pulling. We are only pulling, and he is only telling us when to come and pull also. So, so everything that is happening by the mercy of Jagannath, with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Guru and Dora, right? Both of them are making it possible. Otherwise, it's not possible. It's not possible to change anybody's heart. Is not possible. Can you change anybody's heart? Huh? You cannot change anybody. You can't change your own heart. What to speak of changing others? Okay? So we are totally dependent, and spiritual life. Why it is exciting? Why it is exciting? Because you see so many changes happening in front of you. Right? Change means a lot of excitement comes, right? When something is changing, screen is changing, picture is changing, right? Something will change. So in front of you, people in the material world are living without any change, right? And they are working for change. Chota chota paisa ke liye, change ke liye kaam kar rahe ho. But we in spiritual life are seeing so many changes, right? Just see, huh? Suddenly Mataji has decided that they'll do Govardhan Puja tomorrow. Hare Krishna, tomorrow is Govardhan Puja, and tomorrow is Shaligram Tulsi Vivah, right? And tomorrow we are excited that Jigal Kishore Prabhu is coming and giving a lecture. Kitna excitement is in the game, right? What about materialistic people? Today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday. Iyal dastav, rep dastav. Yemundi parak. Yen ledhu parak. Avuna? Is there any excitement? Go and ask your neighbor. Tomorrow what is happening? Tomorrow what are you doing? Day after tomorrow what are you doing? What are you doing this Saturday? Nothing. Same mobile, పట్టుకొని టిక్కు 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 అదే ఇప్పుడు అంతే ఇంకేం లేదు అవునా దట్స్ ఆల్ ఇస్ లైఫ్ is am I telling right or wrong? Professor Mataji? Let's have some comments. I want to see if people are hearing attentive or even. Are we excited in spiritual life? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu, yes, sir. 1,000 times you are.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
ఇరగదీస్తున్నావా ఇరగదీయట్లేదా?
ఇరగదీస్తున్నాం కేక.
Yes, Prabhu. This is called happiness. Whatever situation we are happy because Krishna is Krishna ఉన్నందుకు. Should I tell you a nice, exciting story? Huh?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell. If all of you will give attentive 10 minutes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
100%, 1,000%.
Attentive 10 minutes. Whatever else you are doing, just stop
Yes.
it for 10 minutes.
Yes,
Just stop it for 10 minutes. I'll tell you. Okay. So this is a real story. It happened in Chopati. See how Krishna. There is a verse that I was learning these days, right? How Krishna doesn't leave his devotee. So what is that? Navai janujat vakin kakanchana brajet mukunda sevi anyavat anya samshriti varan mukundangri upaguhanam puna vihatum ichena rasagraha jana. Krishna is never going to leave somebody who comes towards devotion or experience a little devotion. Now hear this story, everybody attentively. It's a real incident that happened 20 years ago. There was youth preaching going on in ISKCON Chowari temple, and Rajvi Hari Prabhu, you know Rajvi Hari Prabhu, right? And Baladev Prabhu, and they're all very senior devotees. Then they were very young youth preachers. So they were doing youth preaching, and they preached one among the children in famous colleges. One of the boys, he became very attracted to devotion service. He started chanting, and he started chanting 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds. And he comes from a very rich family, very rich Gujarati family. Huh? I think his name was Parekh or something. Last name Parekh, something like that. Are you all hearing? Am I audible? Okay, great. So, so this boy, he started becoming very, very attached. And Rajvihari Prabhu, he became a little concerned that, he comes from a very rich family, very opulent family. And it can happen that, somebody might, if he goes and tells this in his house, they might stop him from coming to satsang. Because ISKCON has this image of taking the cream of the society. The best of the best goes to ISKCON and becomes devotees, right? So, Rajvihari Prabhu told that boy, that okay, you are coming to these classes, but do a favor, don't go and tell in your house. Because he was very excited to go and tell. I'll go and tell my father, I'll go and tell my mother, I'm enjoying chanting, I'm enjoying Bhagavad Gita, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying that. Hey, you don't tell that. If you tell that, Gaya Tera devotion. Your parents will tell you not to go to satsang only. Forget about the chanting, you will not be allowed to come to temple also. So they tuned him a lot. That don't tell. Huh? So, so the boy didn't tell at home that he was coming. And there was this Prerana festival. Once in a month, they have this Prerana festival for young boys. So the Prerana festival was planned, and I think Baladev Prabhu or somebody was supposed to give the class. And they suddenly got to know that Niranjan Swami Maharaj is coming to Chopati. So they requested Niranjan Maharaj, can you take the class? And Niranjan Swami Maharaj said, yeah, I can take the class. So now the Prerana festival became even more exciting, right? Because Niranjan Maharaj is going to take a class. So the banners were made, and it was told, hey, nobody should miss this festival because Niranjan Swami Maharaj is coming and taking the class. And this boy, he was already excited with Prerana festival, and now he got to know Niranjan Swami Maharaj, some great sannyasis coming and taking class. He became so excited, he went and told his mother, Hare Krishna. He went and told his mother that, I am going to this temple and this Prerana festival is coming. Great sannyasi is coming. I'm so excited. Amma, I'm chanting and I'm also reading Bhagavad Gita. The life is looking so meaningful, purposeful, everything is so devotional. This that he started sharing to his mother. And his mother immediately shared that to his father. Now, his father never lives in India. He is always traveling between India, US, UK, Australia, wherever. He's a big businessman, very stinkingly rich, powerful, influential businessman. Right? So the news went to him. And immediately his father called from America. The very next few hours he called. He called this boy. He's like, where are you? What are you doing in India? I'm traveling all this while, but Amma told something. Can you tell what is going on? And the child became concerned. Oh my God, what did I do? Prabhuji told me not to tell to my parents, but I still went ahead and told, Hare Krishna, what did I do? But I can't lie now because he already told everything. So he told his father that, Nana, Papa, I am going to this ISKCON temple here in Chopati. And I started chanting. They asked us to chant. And how much are you chanting? Father asked. I'm chanting, like, are you chanting 16 rounds? Sometimes, yes, no. He was like hesitant to tell more, how much to tell. And his father asked, are you also reading Bhagavad Gita? He said, yes. I have, till what chapter did it teach you? Child was like, yeah, they taught me, whatever chapter, and did they also finish 9 chapter, 10 chapter? Did they go forward? Child was, oh my God, father already knows a lot of things about. Maybe he knows about ISKCON and the problem, the way they convert, and now, I will be stopped to go to temple and everything. His father was like, I'm coming to India. I'm immediately coming to India. Just imagine the person, a businessman who would rarely come to India because business is so important for him. Just by hearing his son saying this to save his son, he is coming all the way immediately, traveling and coming. He said, I'm coming tomorrow to India. I need to talk to you. So that's what Rajvihari Prabhu told. Don't tell it, because if your parents get to know, they were going to stop you. So this child is in home. The father comes. The father calls him in the room and he asks, so you have finished reading Bhagavad Gita, or you completed? Have you understood the philosophy? Did you understand everything? And they said, yes, I have understood everything. Then his father told, now here is the excitement. Okay. So I just request, if it's okay, on your cameras, because I want to see the excitement in your face. It makes happiness, right? To share such things. Hare Krishna. Just open your cameras, little camera. Yeah. So this boy, he goes and tells his father. His father says, "Wait yahan pe." His father goes into his room and he brings his old suitcase. It's a true story. Huh? He brings his old suitcase, he opens in front of his son, and he removes a chanting bag from the suitcase. He removes a chanting bag and he removes a Bhagavad Gita and he shows it to his son. Beta, I used to live in Boston. I used to study in Harvard. Right? That time, I was introduced to Krishna consciousness. I was chanting 16 rounds and I was also reading Bhagavad Gita. I was so attracted to this. But I was scared to tell to my father, because my father is a Pakka Gujju. He will not allow me to practice devotion. And I was thinking I'll go and tell my father, but suddenly something happened. Your grandfather died. Your grandfather passed away. Now I don't know. I didn't know what to do. And the whole business responsibility came on my head. Now what to do? I have to take care of business. So in that situation, the one brahmachari in Boston temple 20 years ago, he used to come and give me prasadam. Every time he used to see me in Harvard, he used to come and give me, the chanting mala. He used to ask me how many rounds you're doing, Prabhu. How are you? How are you chanting? How are you reading Bhagavad Gita? All this is to follow up. But I left that brahmachari. I left that place because I have to do devotion. I have to take care of my business. There is no other choice. I have to take care of business. But my son, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. My son has taken it up. Hari Bol, I'm so happy. That son was like, what is going on here?
Hari bol,
How I
Hari
am.
bol, Hari bol.
He expected completely different. His father is like on the cloud of nine. I came back from America as soon as I got to know that my son has picked up the chanting bag and is chanting Hari Bol. He's so happy. And then he comes and he tells his son, I do a thing, you continue chanting, you continue the Bhagavad Gita. This is the best thing that you are doing. Like that he says. Now the son also becomes excited. Now, why should I not stop? I will reveal more. Father, there is a Prerana festival that is happening. And the great sannyasi, somebody is coming from America. Why don't you also come? So his father told, yeah, I'll pakka come. So this boy, he ran from his house. He went to Rajvihari Prabhu and he told this story. That, hey, you know what happened? You told me not to tell to my parents. I told my father. My father came from America and he spoke to me all these things. He is very excited. He also was a devotee at one time and he left his devotion. He's so excited that, I have called him to Prerana festival also. Rajvihari Prabhu was shocked. Entire Baldev Prabhu, they all sat down and they were like looking at this boy. My God, miracle of Krishna. See how it works. Huh? Where the devotion started, how it came back. And now Rajvihari Prabhu, he kind of guessed that 20 years ago, you are telling that he was living in Boston, and one brahmachari from Boston temple was coming and preaching him. There is a good possibility that that brahmachari is none other than Niranjan Swami Maharaj, because Niranjan Swami Maharaj was in Boston at that time, and he was the main person, the main preacher, and the main book distributor. So there is a good possibility. So he told, okay, let us do a thing. You call your father, let him sit in the guest line in Prerana festival. You also sit. Let us see Niranjan Maharaj and let's see your father, if they'll recognize each other. They were almost certain, going by what his father told, it is Niranjan Swami Maharaj only. So this boy was sitting there, and the whole Prerana festival, these all youth preachers were only looking at two people. They were looking at Niranjan Maharaj and they were looking at this person's father. How will be the reaction? And his father recognized Niranjan Maharaj. But Niranjan Maharaj did not recognize his father because it's been a long time. And he was sitting far also, right? And he doesn't know that he is this Parekh, that whatever, person. And the whole lecture, they were looking at him and this boy is looking at his father, and his father started, shedding tears while he was looking at Niranjan Swami Maharaj. And after the lecture, they asked, any questions? Anybody has any questions? Question answer happened. And after the questions, slowly this person walked to Niranjan Swami Maharaj. He went to Niranjan Swami. And everybody were like, kind of introducing themselves to Maharaj, it happens after the lecture. And this person went there and just see his face, they were explaining, his face was like this, kept his mouth open. He was looking at Niranjan Maharaj with tears in his eyes. And Niranjan Maharaj looked at him. He said, hey, Parekh, it is you? I used to give books. Arey, what are you doing? 20 years, 20 plus years. Where were you? I was searching for you in Boston. And this person started crying, and Niranjan Maharaj was so happy. And Niranjan Maharaj hugged him and said, oh, I am so happy that you are back. That, the prasad that you ate, the Bhagavad Gita that you read, the chanting that you did. And now you are here in this temple. I'm so happy. And this businessman, he cried and he hugged Maharaj. Maharaj hugged him. And then they both came out. And then this person, now listen to these words. This person took out the chanting bag and he told his son, I wasted 20 years by not chanting. I have to cover this 20 years now. From today, I'm doing 32 rounds. Not 16 rounds. I'm going to 32 rounds because I have to cover the previous, number of years that and you do 16 rounds. And we both. And the son asked his father, but what about the business? Yeah, business, yeah, pardon. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Because Krishna has taken care of me. Krishna has pulled me back. Can't you see? I'm so happy that, I'm back. I'm back to devotion. and even now, this father and son and the whole family comes to Chopadi temple. Even now. After this whole incident, they continue. They continue their devotion. Maybe they are initiated also. You can ask this question to some Chopadi. A very famous story in Chopadi. Very bold. So, what is the effect of serving Mukunda? What is the effect of serving Krishna? He never leaves you. He never leaves you. No matter you want to leave, you want to run also. He will catch you through your son, through your grandson. He'll catch you, and this chanting bag will come back into your life. Huh? Mukunda Sevi Anyavad Anga Samshriti. You will not have a kind of destination that others have. You will have a very glorious destiny. He will never leave you. Right? He will never leave you. Like other people destination, what they do after death, it's not going to be your destiny. That's exactly what Indra is telling here. That because you served Vishnu, now he's taken care of your children. Now 49 children have come. You were asking for one child. 49 children came out. Right? So that is the beauty of serving the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Did you all like this story?
Yes, Prabhu.
Excellent, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Excellent.
Prabhuji. Excellent story, Prabhuji. Excellent.
Many such stories happen.
Yeah.
Many such stories happen. You can go and share this story in your satsangs, wherever. And when we preach, when Hare Krishna, yeah, you can mute Muralidhar Prabhu. There is a lot of background. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So such stories, what do they do, Prabhuji? Such incidents, what do they do? They increase our faith. They increase our faith in Krishna consciousness. And we need to share such stories. And who shared this story? Lalit Mohan Prabhu shared me the story in the train when we were going to Mayapur. So whenever I meet Lalit Mohan Prabhu, I sit with him and I ask, Prabhu, please share your realizations. Please share your... 1 year I didn't meet you. You were sitting in the house and something you were accumulating. I want you to give me all that what you accumulated. पूरा 1 साल का मेरे को उगल दो. जो कुछ भी तुम सीखे, जो कुछ भी तुम समझे, जो कुछ भी तुम जाने, right? So that is called association. So he pulled me to the first class compartment. We both were sitting and we both were sharing. And I was sharing some things that whatever little insignificant things I have experienced in the last 1 year. And he was sharing. So then after some time I told Prabhu, I have some rounds left. I have 8 rounds left. Now if we continue like this, my rounds will go till the night. Can we do one thing? I will chant 1 round. After that, you will share me something to me for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then I will do 1 more round. Then I will share something to you. Then I'll do 1 more round. Then you share something to you. It is not a good process. I am not recommending this process. But I had to finish my rounds and also not lose the association of devotee. So in this way, he shared me 8 things. And I shared him 8 things. So 16 things nicely shared, and I also finished my rounds. And right after finishing that, Prasadam came. The train station came, Prasadam came. We honored Prasadam together. So the whole journey to Mayapur also was filled with excitement. And this is what devotees do. When we spend time with devotees, we should not gossip. There is no reason to find faults in some part of ISKCON, something happened or something happened in the satsang, some devotee told something. Don't use your time, the precious time, to discuss the unnecessary things. Instead, you can use the precious time to ask the other devotee, Prabhu, can you tell me the sar? Can you tell me the essence of what you have learned? Right? Isn't it a good idea? When you meet somebody, ask, Prabhu, can you share what you learned? Uh, or what touched your heart? And Prabhu, Krishna is there in everybody's heart. Huh? All 24 people are attending right now. Krishna has shared something with all of you. And if I just sit with all of you, I can hear the essence of Bhagavatam from individually each one of you. Right? In some incident in your life has happened in the last 1 year, 2 years. And when you share that, what will that do to me? That will increase my faith in Krishna's presence. Right? But if I sit there and try to gossip or try to speak about some material things with a devotee, uh, it's a waste of life. Forget about waste of time. So Krishna brings two devotees together to discuss Krishna Katha, not your Katha. Two devotees together, Krishna Katha. So let's finish. Let's go on. Aradhyam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yetu Nechanti Apiparam Te Swartha Kushala Smrata. Although those who are interested only in worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord and do not even want liberation. Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires, right? Even though we don't ask. Like Prabhupada is continuing the purport Dhruva Maharaj. When Dhruva Maharaj saw Lord Vishnu, he declined to take any benedictions from him, for he was fully satisfied by seeing the Lord. Nonetheless, the Lord is so kind that because Dhruva Maharaj in the beginning had desired a kingdom greater than his father's, he was promoted to Dhruvaloka, the best planet in the universe. Therefore, in the Shastra it is said, Akama sarma kamo va moksha kama udharadhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. A person who has broader intelligence, whether he is full of material desires, free from material desires, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the personality of Godhead. Bhagavatam 2:3-10. One should engage in full devotional service, then even though he has no desires, whatever desires he previously had can all be fulfilled simply by his worship of the Lord. The actual devotee does not desire even liberation. Anyavila shunyam. The Lord, however, uh, fulfills the desire of the devotee by awarding him opulence that will never be destroyed. A karmi's opulence is destroyed, but the opulence of a devotee is never destroyed. A devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. And you will become, how many want to become more and more opulent? Come on, हाथ उठाओ यार. You want to become opulent, right? Yes. And here Prabhupada is saying a devotee becomes more and more opulent. He's not saying more opulent. He's saying more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. Right? As he increases. Right? So this Kartika Mas, what I did, I said, 16 mala to kar rahe, wo to Guru bola. 16 mala anyway I'm doing. Guru told, let me increase 1 mala, make it 17. तो 17 बना दिया. अभी जो कुछ भी हो 17 करना है, मरने तक 17 करना है. ठीक है? So slowly increase, and one very senior devotee was telling, as we increase in our age, we should try to increase our commitment by one more, right? So that then what happens? That makes us give an indication to Krishna that, hey Krishna, I'm doing with my own will something more for you, not only as an obligation or as a duty, because I told my Siksha Guru or Diksha Guru, I am also doing something extra because I want to do for your pleasure, right? So let's go to text 75. आर्यात् आराध्यात्म प्रदम देवम स्वात्मानं जगदीश्वरं को वृणीत गुण स्पर्शम बुद्धा स्यान् नरके अपि यत् बुधा बुधा स्यान् नरके अपि यत्. The ultimate goal of all ambitions is to become a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If an intelligent man serves the most dear Lord who gives himself to his devotees, how can he desire material happiness which is available even in hell? Now, who is telling me? Hare Krishna. Can you imagine who is telling this? It's like what is that fellow? The richest person now? अमेरिका वो है ना, अमेरिका में अभी सपोर्ट किया ट्रम्प को, उसका नाम
Elon Musk, Prabhuji.
Elon Musk. It's like, just imagine Elon Musk telling this verse. Can you imagine Elon Musk telling that the ultimate goal of all ambitions is to become servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? If an intelligent man serves the most dear Lord who gives himself to his devotees, how can he desire material happiness which is available even in hell? Can you imagine Elon Musk telling this? Elon Musk का बाप is Indra, right? Because what opulence does Elon Musk have in front of Indra? Indra has all the opulence. He is the king of the kingdom of heaven, right? Unlimited money, unlimited facilities, unlimited technology, unlimited all Ashtasiddhis also he has. The chapter confirms he has Ashtasiddhis. Anima, Lagima, all these siddhis here. He is telling that this material happiness is also available in hell. Are Pagal, the people who worship Krishna, how can they ask for material things? Such a cheap thing to ask from God. Prabhupada continues, an intelligent man will never aspire to become a devotee to achieve material happiness. So coming to satsang and saying, मेरे को मेरा business ठीक करा दो, मेरे को promotion दिला दो, मेरे को अच्छा बीवी दिला दो, get me a beautiful wife, a handsome husband, this, that, all nonsense in front of God, especially after coming to satsang. Of course, initial days we do that. चलेगा, लेकिन you should not do that continuing after 15-20 years in satsang, chanting 16 hours for a long time. Still you are asking material things from God, means you have not experienced anything spiritual so far. That's what it means. So then what does it mean? You have to beg for that spiritual experience. Because when you experience something spiritual, you cannot ask for material. It's not possible. Like Dhruva Maharaj, he went to ask material. The moment he saw the Supreme Lord, अरे बहुत हो गया, मेरे को नहीं पूछ, नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. I don't want this opulence. Hey, no, I will give you Telapur. No, forget about Tel. I will give you Kondapur. No, Kondapur nahi chahiye. I will give you what? I will give you Loka greater than Brahma. No, I don't want. He forcefully gave. You have to take. You have to take. Because that is my love for you. You are a devotee now. I will make you more and more opulent. I am passing a message to the whole world that if you become a devotee, you are totally satisfied and you'll get more than what you ask. Right? So here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmanishware, bhavatad bhaktir bhaityaki tvai. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. The pure devotee never begs the Lord for material happiness in the shape of riches, followers, a good wife, or even mukti. The Lord promises, however, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I voluntarily bring everything necessary for my service. So, Prabhuji, everything Krishna will supply. All we need to do is desire to serve him. Everything else he'll take care. Text 76. Tad idam mama daurjanyam balishasya mahiyasi shantum arhasi matastvam distya garbo mrutotita. O my mother, O best of all women, I am a fool. Kindly excuse me for whatever offenses I have committed. Your 49 sons have been born unhurt because of your devotional service. As an enemy, I cut them to pieces, but because of your great devotional service, they did not die. Shri Sukha Uvacha Indras Taya Vyanu Nyata Shuddha Bhavena Tushtaya Marudhibi Sahatam Natva Jagama Tridivam Prabhu. Shri Sukadev Goswami continued, Diti was extremely satisfied by Indra's good behavior. Then Indra offered his respects to his aunt with profuse obeisances. And with her permission, he went away to the heavenly planets with his brothers, the Maruts. So all these brothers also went to the heavenly planets along with Indra. Evam te sarvam akyatam yanmam tvam pariprachasi mangalam marutam janma kim bhuya kathayamite. My dear King Parikshit, I have replied as far as possible to the questions you have asked me, especially in regard to this pure auspicious narration about the Maruts. Now you may inquire further and I shall explain more. Hare Krishna. Thus ends the Bhakti of the Purport. So 6th canto, 18th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Diti vows to kill King Indra. Next chapter is performing the Pumsavana ritualistic ceremony. Haribol. That will end the 6th canto by the grace of Srila Prabhupada. We are almost at the end of 6th canto as a congregation. And after that, we'll be entering the 7th canto, the most dear canto of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to ask Mukunda, read 7th canto again and again and again. So we are going to enter that very soon. So I congratulate everybody of you who has come to who has made a choice to attend the Srimad Bhagavatam class today on Ekadashi in Kartika Mas. And I wish you all the best for your chanting. If you're not still finish your rounds, please finish your rounds. Because you don't want to carry rounds throughout the day on a Kartika Mas Ekadashi, right? And you can do some extra rounds and honor Ekadashi Prasadam and do your services actively, attentively, emotionally, and gracefully. Please pray for me, your servant Lilananda. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Dhanwad Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Wonderful
Thank you
class.
very much,
Thank you,
Prabhu. Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
So much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Dhanwad Pranam.
Thank you so much.
Vancha
Thank you so much.
kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyavcha pattanam pavnebhyo Vaishnava. Koti Vaishnavavrinda ki jai.
Jai.
And see you all tomorrow. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hari.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavad.
Dandavad.